Play with the best at ufifa.com to get a discount on all your FIFA points and coins. Use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description.
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to Team of the Week predictions, week 43. Things still looking a little bit dire, although we do have three very nice players, two in particular, that I think you're going to want to stick around till the end of the video to see. Up first, though, we have Johan Wieland, the Swedish goalkeeper who made 4 saves, kept a clean sheet, and also picked up man of the match in a 1-0 win. Going to stay with this, no cuts. Moving on to Rory Holden. He got himself 1 goal to cap off a 4-0 win for Derry. Next up we have Alex, who FootWiz have decided not to add to their entire database. For some reason I can't find him when trying to make this squad, so that's why it's just a random card here. We have 1 goal and a man of the match performance in a 3-1 win over Montreal, and apparently a very underrated player as well, so probably deserves this inform. Gonzalo Veron off the bench to score a 90th minute winner in a 3-2 win. Again, sticking with it, we're going to go for Pat Deba. He got 2 goals and also picked up man of the match in a 3-1 win for Hammarby. And again, moving on to Arturo Alvarez. He got 1 goal and also got 1 assist and picked up man of the match to rescue a 2-2 draw. And finally, on the subs bench, we have Kim Min Woo, a typical Korean at this stage of FIFA informs. We've got 1 goal in a 1-0 win. He didn't really do anything magnificent there, but obviously from centre mid, he got 1 goal. It's likely that he will get an inform. And now we're going to move on to the starting 11. John McCarthy made 6 saves and also picked up man of the match in a 1-1 draw with Kansas. As we move into the defence here, we've got quite a few defenders in this week's Team of the Week. Hirofumi Watanabe, that's probably wrong, but he got himself a goal, also picked up a clean sheet and got man of the match in a 3-0 win for now the same side that Lucas Podolski plays for, I believe. Sticking with the defence, we're going to go yet another Japanese player here, Kurumaya. He made 2 assists in a 3-2 win from the left-back position. Looks like an rubbish card, yeah. That's not trying to sugarcoat it, that's terrible. Let's move on to Hedenstad. Hedenstad got 2 goals and also picked up man of the match in a 5-1 win. Would not be surprised to see 2 informs from the Rosenborg game. The only problem is I couldn't really find anyone else to pick. Moving on to Fredrik Brustad. Now, Fredrik Brustad is a late addition to this week's Team of the Week. He got himself 1 goal and got a 91% pass rate in a 3-0 win. This would actually be a position change as well from a striker to a right wing. And I, for one, am actually glad that that's happened. Not that I'll ever use the card, but if I ever do find myself with Brustad in my starting lineup, I'd much prefer him as a winger just due to that pace rather than a striker. Now we're going to move on to Nils-Erik Johansson. He got a clean sheet, also put in a very good performance in a 1-0 win. Moving on to one of our shining lights in this week's Team of the Week, Michael Barrios. Didn't really do an awful lot, to be fair. Got 2 assists in a 4-2 win over DC. But with that being said, you don't have to do an awful lot at this stage of FIFA to actually warrant getting an inform. And he already has 1 inform already, so this would be a gold upgrade, probably to an 80. But it still looks like a very nice card to be using with all these new MLS players that we have. Speaking of MLS players, moving on to someone who isn't in the MLS, Marcus Pedersen. He managed to score what turned out to be the winner in a 4-2 win. He actually scored the 3rd goal in that 4-2 win. All 4 goals coming in the first 32 minutes of that game for the winning side. And moving on to Albert Rusnak. Albert Rusnak got himself 1 goal and 1 assist in a 6-2 win over LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy not having the best of times at the moment, and this will also be a position change to a cam, and I'm actually really happy about that as well, because that is a much nicer card than what it would be out on one of the wings. Moving to one of 2 amazing players in this week's Team of the Week, and I can't wait to review both of them. Kicking things off with Martinez of Atlanta. He got himself 2 goals in a 4-2 win over San Jose, or San Jose, whatever you want to call it. But either way, I mean, I love this guy's first and second in form, and now of course we could have an 83 on our hands as well. Very nice looking card. Everybody fingers crossed that EA do the right thing Speaking of being fingers crossed, I think everyone should be double fingers crossed for the next one. We have Sebastian GIOVINCO. He's probably going to get himself a team of the season. However, there is an SBC version of this card that I've been wanting to get for ages, but I can't justify sitting there going through all the MLS players and that managed to build the teams and things. I just don't want to spend the money on it. I would much rather just go and spend, you know, 20k, which is probably what this guy's going to be worth, to get the 86 rated inform that would probably have better shooting, probably less passing, and then maybe more on the physical side of things. Who knows? But either way, he got 2 goals and 1 assist. Also picked up man of the match in a 3-1 win for Toronto. That being said, that is what your starting lineup looks like for the week of 43 in FIFA 17. We are fast approaching the other leagues kicking in now. I believe the Russian league will be back in full swing by the time the next team of the week comes out. In fact, I've just looked at the date and it's the week after. So week 45 will be the return of the Russian league. You get players like Giuliano and things like that coming into play. There are a couple of other leagues starting up over the weekend or next weekend as well. So fingers crossed we should have slightly beefier team of the weeks going forward. But either way, just for those 2 or 3 players alone, I'm actually really happy with that. If you've seen any graphical glitches throughout this, by the way, I do apologise. There's nothing I could do about that. It just happened while I was recording, and I've only just realised. But either way, if you're looking forward to either Martinez, GIOVINCO, or indeed Barrios, or any of the silvers, please let me know down below. If I've missed anyone out, feel free to let me know in the comment section as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. Until the next time, goodbye.